Hello and welcome to the Cat Collective. My name is Nina. I'm the channel for this channel and let's start. I would like, is it too early? Fortune, yeah. Raven, okay. We know which cards we pull now. And imagination. Ooh. Spiritual guidance on the table. Beautiful. And with the okay, it's like I love this card because it's the bird whispering a song into this person's ear. And so colorful. And look at the raven though. The raven is a bit darker, right? But still, I feel that spiritual guidance comes in times when you are maybe not when you are surrounded by a bit of darkness. Spiritual guidance comes in, right? Just to give you a good fortune. And it doesn't have to be. So if you cannot relate to being surrounded by darkness, I'm not saying it's coming, you know. It's just that it's just something I got reminded of, and I feel that there's something coming in for you. It feels very joyful. It's like a remembrance of a feeling you never had in decades, even. It's this joyful feeling when you are a kid and when you are about to go on your first ever holidays, right? You know this is a big step forward, right? And you can imagine what happens when you go there. It's like going away for the very first time to a very distant land. And it's very exciting. A lot of anticipation in there, a lot of expectation, a lot of maybe a sleepless night even. It feels like the time of your life, you know. It's this big, but beautiful. It's just why once it. Oh, the raven. I feel the raven is an energy you have been battling with almost for years, maybe decades again. But I don't, you know, I don't think that raven is a bad energy at all. You know, the raven is just a bird, and it's just misunderstood for, you know, for its darkness, just because it's a black bird, right? But in this reading, it's just in this reading that I feel that there is this energy within you or around you, or that is the opposite of what I was describing with this childhood thing. You know, when you are so excited to go on a journey and everything's so special, it's this uncapped joy that you can experience when you are. I feel sometimes that we can just experience when we are that young, but it comes back to you now. And I feel in between there was a raven energy. From it's when a child is being met with some harsh energies of reality. Which are just dimming the light of this child, which then grows up to be an adult, and it follows you around. It's this dark, dream-destroying energy. Yeah, dream-destroying. It's like being magical and joyful and expecting of this beautiful journey people call life, And then there's the different part of life that has been met. And it's a dream-destroying energy of darkness all around. Whatever. I don't even want to go there to describe what kind of darkness you have met. It's with every facet of the feather of the raven, you can meet darkness. That can be dream-destroying. It can be through people. It can be just through circumstances in general, or name it. Right? But this beautiful, imaginative, and fortunate, and light-hearted feeling is being returned to you now. This joyful feeling. The play. See? Yeah. It's like you have met the rain, right? And people have told you what the rain is, what it consists of, and what it destroys, And you've met it. But it's just a short or a small decision away of being annoyed by rain and being dragged down by rain versus playing in the rain and using the rain for your play and enjoying jumping in puddles and enjoying it all, despite anybody else who might say that this is not what you are supposed to do, that life is hard and dream destroying. But it's not, because you've met the energies. You were maybe even intimidated by them, and then you are just refusing to accept to be intimidated, and then you can play in the rain. And it's this joyful feeling that you have in the morning of a day that you know will be great, and nothing can stop that. Right? Release. Oh, now I'm getting, nothing can stop that. Battle. Okay, release the battle anomaly. Okay, there you go. Beautiful white energy. See, I feel that nothing can stop that. And then I see this bird, looks like it passed away, right? But I don't know if it's sleeping or passing away. But if you see the greater picture of death, right? You see that this incarnation might end, but it's not just, it's bigger than that, because you become you are still a spirit, but you are just becoming your spirit form again, and you are not dying. Your consciousness and who you are is not dying. It's just a vehicle that you're leaving behind, right? Well, not you. I'm not saying that you are, this, but I feel that when I said, oh, nothing can stop this beautiful day, and then there's this rain of grief. Maybe you have lost someone and you're grieving then, or maybe it's your own battle. Maybe you have something you're fighting with, maybe some disease or whatnot, and this is usually what dims our light. But I feel that this is just rain, because when you see the bigger picture, you know that energy doesn't die. So what else is, there's nothing to fear. You can still be so joyful despite things, and nothing needs to stop that. It's your light that is within you, right? And it surrounds you. It's with those lamps here, they surround you, and you can play in the rain, and it doesn't matter. And there's no need for a battle, right? you can release the battle and you can just play. And that's what this reading wants to show you, and I like that. So behind this is also a balance card, and yes, yeah, well, there's this balance between light and dark. You see it there, right? And sometimes in our darkest moments, there's so much. Oh, luck is the next. Well, so there's so much good energy coming forward. You know, it's like when you are surrounded by sadness, and maybe, you know, you see it's a heart opening as well, you know, and you see the beauty and the heart of people as well. And I'm being reminded of a moment where my mom almost passed away. She had a very, very bad, severe heart attack, and she was in intensive care. And the doctor said it would be the 8th miracle of the world if this woman makes it out alive that night. So I sat there with my dad, and I said goodbye to her. And I brought her my miracle cat. I show you. I have got it with me all the time. It's a miracle pet animal, stuffed cat. Yeah, I show you. So I brought this cat, right? That's Tiger, and I brought her to my mom, and I put her on the windowsill, and I said goodbye to her, but secretly I was hoping for a miracle. And my mom survived that night, and she lived on for, I think, another 10 years. So it was a miracle. It was the 8th wonder of the world, and I was part of it. And I still attribute it to this magical creature here, even though it might not make sense for anybody, right? But that night, when we drove back home, my dad and I, right, I saw my dad's heart, and my dad was not the type of person who would ever show his heart. He was crying so much, and he said he loves this woman so much, and I didn't know. I didn't think that, because my parents were just this typical old married couple, you know, not showing any kind of feeling. And in a situation like that, with all the darkness, we were so close together, and we were always arguing, and we had always issues and things like that. But that night we were very close, everybody, even my mom. And she was all blown up with all the water they pumped inside her, and she was naked underneath just a tiny towel, and all in a big room with a lot of other people in intensive care. And there was a machine that was making her breathe, and she was all yellow because it wasn't because of liver stuff. I think that was something that, I don't know what it was. I don't know. It doesn't matter. She looked so different. She looked like she wasn't alive. But she was. And that night, I saw my dad's heart. So, what a gift that was. Right? And it touches me until today. You can hear it. All I'm saying is that in any situation, there is this moment of play, of joy, of beauty that you can discover, and even in the hardest times. When you just release the darkness and then the light comes in, it doesn't matter, you know. It does. And even now that both of my parents are passed away, I know they are somewhere else, and you know, but they are not. They are very close. I still meet them in my dreams. So that's a gift, you know. Even that is a gift. For you, I think you are supposed to release this negativity, and then this beautiful, joyful, faithful love of life comes back. It's not, you know, with any situation that you might encounter, you know, there's this beauty that you can let in if you open your eyes to it. And there's no battle, you know. It's also a peaceful release, you know, when you don't fight. There's no need to fight ever. You know, yes, it's possible, but there's no need to fight. You can, you know, when you are in a battle and you need to fight, when you just surrender to it, it makes the energy so much gentler, right? It's like what I had this moment with my parents. We just accepted that she would go, right? And we didn't experience this feeling of it's not fair that she might not survive. It's just, you know, all those feelings. We didn't have to experience that. Instead, we experienced how much she meant to us. And we remembered that night. And then the miracle came, so we didn't have to experience nasty feelings. That night we just experienced love, and love comes with hurt as well. And then when she survived, and when it went further, you know, it was just a miracle that we witnessed, and there was no need of battling. It was just, yeah, beautiful. The whole experience, even though it was, of course it wasn't nice, right? Of course it did hurt. No one wants to experience that. But that's a part of it, of the play as well, right? Yeah, so, let me see. I'm gonna pull some more. Held. May you feel the ocean's caress. Yeah, see. This is the plunge of, just trust. Just trust that everything is all right. It's always, you know. And then you are being held, and without any fight, if you just release any battle you might have. Oh, a foot. I don't know what it is. Humans say they use it for walking. I don't know. A shower. Don't know what that is either. And there's this release of energy. It's a cleansing. Okay, you cleanse yourself from any you cleanse yourself. It's shower, right? A nice warm shower. Just cleanse yourself, and how good you feel after that, right? It's like your foot doesn't stink anymore. Beautiful. And this can be also depicted as a fart, right? Your farts might still stink, even if you go out of the shower. Just a warning, okay? But no, it wants to look at your energy levels that are increasing when you are remembering or just being met with the joyful energy. This joyful expecting of, this life, or this morning, this day, this week is going to be so great because you will be doing so many things, and it's all what you want to do, right? And you can do that, right? And it's so nice, and you can just, and it's such a beautiful feeling, and I feel you feel so supported, and suddenly this raven here looks like it's grinning, it's having fun, right? It's so nice. So yeah. It's also a relief of the first conversation you have with someone who comes out of intensive care. So my mom was in a coma, right? But then she woke up, and this joyful feeling of, we can talk with you. And it's so nice. And you're alive. You're here. You're not perfect. Your hair might be a little bit in dreads because my mom was there for so long, her hair was dreading up. But it doesn't matter, right? Nothing matters. Because there's this beauty that you can have. And this miracle, right? It's so nice. Yeah. God. Beautiful. Such a release, okay? Yeah. I hope this reading is helpful for someone. I'm gonna pull some more card. I feel that someone is making me laugh. It's like, stop crying, freaking. Yeah. Yeah, it's like someone cracking a joke in a very unusual situation, and just, yeah, lighting up the whole thing, right? Take inspired action. Yeah, inspiring, right? And it's, look, this is like discovering the wonders of the world. Look at this beautiful landscape. She's wearing this beautiful dress, and she's such a miracle, and she's walking around in this world, and she doesn't need much, but she loves life, right? And it's so beautiful. And there's this big moon, big moon, radiating outwards it's like all the miracles, I want to say. So however it came out, right? So that's beautiful. So I feel that with all of this, there comes the inspired action, and it's a huge release of energy, and it's the most beautiful thing. Yeah, so I really hope that helps. It's like this inspired hug of, I love you so much, right? And then you hug someone. So yeah, I hope this is helpful. Additional info is in the letterbox below, and see you next time. Bye bye.